Well, hello, everybody. My name is Mitchell Osborne. You can find me at mitchellosborne.com. I'm a psychic medium, tarot card reader, and tonight a Lenormand card reader, a Lenormand card reader. I also have a wonderful community of transformation over on Patreon. I'll put that link up in just a moment. But I'm going to be doing an unboxing. So I'm doing this live. So I'm going to wait just a couple minutes before I get started to see if anybody pops in, because I have not been live in quite a while. If you're watching this over on YouTube, hello, not live, but when we get to the test drive of the Lenormand, you might be able to gain something from some of the readings that I will be doing. Maybe I'll do a general reading for people. Hey, Nicole, good to see you. I'm going to be doing an unboxing here in just a moment of the Hive Lenormand. Let me pull that up and pop some of these things into the chat. Let's see. So let me know if you can see both me and the Hive down here. This is a cool one. Hey, Sarah. Good to see you. Hello. I will be doing just a few readings at the end because I don't have but maybe about 30 minutes to test drive this, but I am going to do an unboxing in just a moment. So just kind of waiting for a few more people to pop on. I've been one and a half minute live. So at the 3-minute mark, I'll get started. So at the 3-minute mark, I'm going to get started with this unboxing. So this is this beautiful, it comes in this little box. You can see it's not too big. You know, you can see it's sitting in the palm of my hand, so it's not too big. This is the outside of the box. The inside here, there's a QR code if you want to scan that. You can see that. Maybe you shouldn't, because that's like to the to the free PDF file. But Jamie Sawyer, who is a dear friend and someone who I love her decks. So Jamie Sawyer 336.com. You're looking at, oh, thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Not bad for almost 58, right? 58 in March. So this is her stuff, but you can also find her on all the socials. But if you like this deck, go to her website, because she is not, I think at the end of this year, she's not going to be producing much of anything for probably ever, but you never know. She started doing decks during the pandemic from what I remember. So, you know, it wasn't going to happen, but then it did happen. But these are the actual cards. Aren't these cool? This is the back side. I haven't flipped them over yet because I'm going to walk through them. You can see there's 36 plus an extra one, so like 37. And if you're not familiar with Lenormand or Lenormand, they're typically 36 cards. They're very fortune-telling, driven, in your face, pull no punches, tell it like it is kind of cards. So, and it looks like there's just a couple of you here, so good chance you'll get a reading at the end. So I'm going to move this stuff out of the way for the Hive Lenormand, and I'm going to walk you through this. So again, if you're not familiar with Lenormand, this is going to be very interesting for you. So card number 1 is the Rider. So this is, as you can see, very Hive themed. How many decks do you have, Mitchell? I probably, last time I counted, was probably about 130. So probably 80% are tarot, several Lenormand, a few Oracle. So this is the Rider card, and the Rider is often like about a message. It can be about a person. The second one is the Clover. This is usually very good luck, fortuitous, just a very positive kind of a card. I'm going to leave him here so you can continue to see him. This is the Ship, often about movement, can be about travel, and you can see how they kind of link in like the honeycomb. And speaking of honeycomb, House card, which is perfect that it is a honeycomb or a hive, if you will. All right, next is the Tree, which is often about house or family or health, things like that. The Clouds is somewhat of a negative card. And in Lenormand, there are positive and negative cards. And it is usually where things are kind of hidden, covered. You can't really see them. Hello, Jacqueline. I'm unboxing the honey. You can see it above over there. The Hive Lenormand from Jamie Sawyer. The Snake is typically a negative card. It is, you know, kind of like lying, deceiving, things like that. The Coffin, another one that is negative, number 8. This is about endings, completions. kind of hard to see that one, but, and then the bouquet, a very positive card, gifts, very wonderful, fortuitous kind of energy. I'm going to go through. So that was the first 9. All right, then the scythe is considered a negative one. It is, cutting things off. It can be surgery. It can be, slicing and dicing over and over. Hey, Norm, good to see you here. I'm unboxing the Hive Lenormand or Lenormand deck. The whip is often about, repetition over and over. It can mean sex in a reading. It can be just a repetitive, laborious thing like exercise. The birds is often siblings, communication, and I'm just giving you some quick examples of what I, remember when I work with them. The child is often young, immature energy, or children, just plain and simple. Because Lenormand is pretty much just, it's in your face, this is how it is. And the fox can be sometimes about lying, deception, manipulation. It can be about small businesses. It often means like a home-based business for me. The bear, think mama bear, protective. This can be about your health. And again, I love that this is a bear with honey in it. If you recognize that in the States, that's what I grew up with, having a bear full of honey. And then we've got the stars. This can be electronics, communication, how you're perceived, your persona, if you will. Then we have the stork, which can be, yes, about babies coming, births, movement, deliveries, if you will. And then we have the dog, can be like your best friend, your confidant, an ally. It can be your therapist. So that was number 18. So now we're making our third round here, our third round. 19 is the tower. This can be, hey, Des. Oh, yay, welcome. So I'm just unboxing the Hive Lenormand deck, and the tower can be about, big business, corporations, buildings, hospitals, things like that. And then the garden can be about gatherings, parties, functions, people, stuff like that. Mountain is typically seen as a negative card. It can be about things that are difficult to get over, challenges, things like that. Crossroads, 22, decisions, which way to go, making up your mind. The mice as seen as a negative one. This can be like eating away behind the scenes. Some people see this, a lot of people will get this for like cancer and stuff like that, where you don't know what's happening to you. It's on the inside kind of eating you up. Worrying, frustrations, another one for that. And then the heart, this is a beautiful one, positive, can be about love, romance. Actually, your heart, if the question might be about kind of like health. A lot of people don't read about health, but sometimes if it comes up, I'll trust my intuition working on that. The ring can be about commitment, marriage, contracts, collaboration. And this one is the book. All right. So the book is like mysteries, hidden things like that. So let's see. All right. So if anybody can block Paula, appreciate you jumping on here because I don't have my phone handy. So it's kind of hard for me to reject someone. So Paula, please just get off here. And if somebody can boot her, that would be great. Appreciate you showing up, trying to stick your nose in our business. And it's funny that came up, I think, when I was doing the mice, when you popped up. So letter is another great one about communications and writings and things like that. All right, we're moving on. So the worker would be what would be like the gentleman or the male character, because there is a male and female. The drone is another male character, if you will. The queen would be the female character. Lilies, oftentimes like maturity, age, growth, things like that. Just a beautiful, beautiful, longevity. Sometimes it can be about sex too. That's another one. The sun card, bright, brilliant, beautiful, positive card. The moon can be, emotions, reflections of things, your intuition. The key is a very, very positive one. Rana George, who's the Queen of Lenormand, says this is the most bestest card of ever. It can unlock things that you need to know. Just very positive kind of a card. And 34, the fish can be about flow, money, just your resources, if you will. The anchor can be solid, it can be grounding, things like that, where it's just kind of like in place. And then finally, the cross is often seen as a negative card as well, where it's like just, painful, it's grief, stuff like that. All right, so let me pull all these cards together, and I'm going to do some shuffling. I'll do a little bit of reading here. We'll see who wants to get maybe a question in. And like I said, I don't have long. So the one thing I will say, remember, Lenormand, it does not pull any punches. Does not pull any punches. So it will definitely tell it like it is. So, all right. So if you have a question, try to avoid yes or no questions. And actually, let me see. There's just 4 of you here. So yeah. So I'm going to ask. Let's see. Who? First of all, tell me who would like. Okay. So okay, Nicole. Yes, that's what I want to have you do. Ask me if you want a reading. So Nicole, let's go. Hold your thoughts right now. Everybody else, Nicole, what would you like? I'm going to pull 3 cards, so it's a simple, quick question. So what would you like to ask Lenormand? Nothing like mediumistic type of a thing. Should you open the business? Okay, should you open the business? That's a good card. So should you open the business? That is kind of a yes or no, but let's just see what Lenormand has to say. So the first card I'm going to put right in the center, which is going to be kind of like the crux or the noun of it. So should you open? Okay, so this is the bouquet. So this is a very positive card. It's just excellent. So let's look at some some adjectives, if you will. So the dog card. Now this is about, like, again, best friend, confidant. I'm going to ask just a simple question. If you're planning to open it up with someone, I like this because it could really become something of a good thing for you, like a sidekick, confidant, because dogs are our best friend, et cetera, et cetera. They can be those counselors and stuff like that. If you're going to open up a hair salon, that'd be like, yeah, because you'd be like a counselor for those people. But ultimately, the main noun card, like I said, is really just positive. And then the fox. Now this card, like I said earlier, can be about lies and deception. But since we're talking about business, this makes me feel like a home-based business. So I wonder if it is something you would run out of your home or could do remotely, because this shows me like bouquet, positive, wonderful, very good thing. The dog card, companion, counselor, very, sidekick beside you. The fox card is about small businesses, since we're talking about that. Okay, yes, so Nicole, you're saying yes. I'm not sure which part you're saying yes to, because there's about a 20, 30 second lag time. So if you want to elaborate yes to what, then I'll just kind of see what else, but otherwise I'm going to move on. So who else would like a reading? I'm going to do maybe about 2 more. So first person to put in will be the next person, and then I will ask again each time. So, and Nicole, like I said, you can let me know if there's a little bit more to it. Yes, home base. Oh my gosh, I love this. So this feels very, very positive. I just like the way this goes. So there you go. All right, all right, Heather. So, and Sarah, you'll need to ask me that question again, because I need to know first that you say yes. So Heather, Sarah, say yes, you or me, and then Heather, type in your question, what you want. And then Sarah, I will go to you next, but you're going to probably need to remind me in case the chat moves ahead. So Heather, what is your question? And then I will go to you, Sarah, next. You might just have to remind me the question again. So it takes a few seconds. You know what? Okay, Heather, type your question in. Sarah, since you wrote your question, I'm going to pull for that. I'm going to just make it easy for me. Sometimes I get obsessed with following my rules in my head. So Sarah, what does 2024 bring? So Sarah, what does 2024 bring? All right, so first card. So this is the moon. So probably a lot of emotions going on with it. Probably something to do with you're welcome, Nicole, like your reputation in the world, things like that. the worker. So this is a male character. So this could be emotions and a male. So this could be relationship. If you're not in a relationship and you do date men, then this could be bringing a male in. Maybe there's a baby coming. Maybe there's a male dog coming. But this is usually about a person. This is kind of emotions and things like that. Hello, Lisa. And then the drone. So this is interesting. This is like, it's like you're going to be surrounded emotionally by men. So Sarah, this could be, 2 men coming into your life, 2 babies coming in that are male. So let's see. Whoo, Heather, I see your question. That's a tough one. I know, right, Sarah? Yikes. So the bottom line, the moon can be about, like I said, emotions, matters of the heart. And it's funny, I'm feeling drawn to look at one of my cheat sheets with the moon. So hold on just a second while I look at this. Yeah, prestige, emotion, dreams, recognition, reputation. So this could be where you're recognized. That was one of the first things I said, where you're recognized by a lot of men. So this could be even where you might be getting awards or accolades from people and things like that. So, all right. So there you go, Sarah. I hope that makes some sense. You'll have to see as we go. So, all right. So I'm going to, let's see, who was next? I think I said Heather. So Heather, will your marriage survive 2024? Now that's a heavy question. You're welcome. Oh, great, Sarah. That is a heavy question. You are asking it here in this open forum. So I will ask the cards. If I get something like the clouds, then I'm not supposed to see, but we will see. And the clouds is just, we don't know. The clouds is just, it's foggy. It's difficult. So, all right. So pulling for you, Heather, will your marriage survive 2024? Again, that's a pretty heavy one. I don't mind pulling the cards for it. My agreement with Spirit is if I can say it, I will. If not, they'll block me and I won't be able to kind of see much. So let's look at this first one. Okay, so the whip. So the whip is often about things over and over and over. So this makes me feel like, you asked, will it survive 2024? It makes me feel like it's going to be the same thing over and over and over and over and over. The garden is about, outdoor groupings, celebrations, parties, get-togethers, things like that, family time, social time. And then finally, the queen, which is going to be about you, the person. So for me, this makes me feel like, will it survive? I feel like it's going to continue being the same way over and over and over. And maybe whatever might be going on, it's more public or it's being seen more out in the open with people and stuff. But the queen is the woman, which is you. So definitely, like, this could also show me like you getting out more, getting out to parties more, getting out with friends, getting out more, socializing, making that your focus of doing that more. Because again, the whip is kind of repetitive over and over and over. It can be sometimes painful. It can be about sex, but I don't think so in this asking about a marriage. But then it makes you feel like, getting out into the public, you getting out there a little bit more. So didn't answer it full on. It actually felt like it was a little bit more kind of a guidance thing, or what your marriage might look like as getting out in the public a little bit more, and you being the focus of that. So, all right. So I will I'm trying to see if anybody else said yes. I will do one more. If somebody would like to say me, just type in the word me, and then I'll ask you your question and let me know. So Heather, sending you some beautiful high vibration on your journey. I will say in this day and age, find people, confidants that you can talk to and work with, and then also find people that you could kind of connect with on a higher level, maybe even counselor or therapist as it is. All right. So Des, you said your husband passed away 3.5 months ago. Today is 74th birthday. Oh, sending you some beautiful high vibration on this day, as I'm sure you're remembering him. You said, my daughter wanted me to finish getting your degree. What is my next move? Also want to be in a reality show. Where should I start? I love it. So let's see. Let's go with what is your next move? Finishing your degree. Let's look at what is your next move, and then we'll see if the reality show shows up. Maybe it'll show up within there. You're welcome, Heather. Happy New Year to you as well. And again, sending you some beautiful high vibrations. All right. So what is your next move, Des? All right. So the whip again. The whip just wants to come up. Keep doing what you're doing. First of all, you know, this is over and over and over. So if it's applying, if it's going to school, whatever it is, keep doing what you're doing over and over and over. And this is you, the queen. Y'all saw me. I shuffled. This is you. So keep doing you over and over and over. And then the tree. This is about taking care of this is about health, family, happiness, your house, your home, your family tree. So I'm going to be honest with you. I almost feel like this is not showing me like what's your next move within getting the degree. I almost feel like this is like the reality show kind of thing. Like, keep doing what you're doing. So I don't know if you're doing anything on social media, like to promoting you or whatever, and keeping yourself front and center, and maybe involving like your family, your home, things like that, because it makes me feel like this is kind of like a little bit of that focus. But the bottom line is, this is you. So keep doing you over and over and over. Okay, yes, you do. Okay, so keep doing that. And I don't know if you're bringing in like the house, the home, or you're sharing what's going on with you, like in your physical body and stuff like that. Because this makes me feel like, you know, do it over and over again, you, and then like your health or your family. So kind of sharing those things. So Des, I see you laughing. Okay, yes, you do. Okay, good. I'm glad. All right, everybody. Well, I'm going to kind of bring this to a close. Thank you for watching. Here's the box again. And you see the little honey hive, they fit right in there. Check out Jamie Sawyer, jamiesawyer.com. I'll put that on the back here. So yeah, so check out that jamiesawyer336.com. She's all over social media as well. Just beautiful work. She's a tattoo artist. I think she's like upstate New York. So if you're ever there, go get a tattoo from her. She's probably booked out forever. Sarah, thank you so much. Des, you're welcome. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you being here. Happy New Year to you all. This will be on the, it is going to be saved there on my Facebook pages. I'm also going to send it to YouTube, and it'll be over there as well. So, all right. Namaste. Have an amazing journey. Bye, everybody.